All right. The stream should be up. I'm pretty sure it's up.
I can't see the thing yet, but yes. There we are.
In the enormity of the West,
The drum.
there are still vast and virtually unexplored regions, bleak and desolate, where no human ever goes and no life is ever seen. It is as though the land had been posted by God. It is in these lonely areas of impenetrable forest and dark shadows that the Gila Monster still lives. How large the dreaded Gila Monster grows, no man can say.
Oh, I was going to say, are they parking?
Wow, straight away. Cool start. Cool start.
I love it. On.
Already a fantastic start. Featuring Shug Fisher. Shug is a cool name. Interesting. Radeline, welcome. Get ready. You're here in time for like the whole movie. I like the awesome theremin music in the background. We've got a whole plate of watermelon here.
Right, cool.
That room seems way too small to be having a dance party.
Oh, and there's more.
Hey, gang! Hey, what do you think? Hey, you better cool that foot jazz. What's that? Well, Spook will be charging you with an entertainment tax. We're gonna charge us for everything else. Hi, Spook.
Hi, Cat.
Hey, how are the new parts on the bomb?
Why is it that the car that looks like a hot rod is immediately the coolest car there? So this is from '59. So it's like it's not too old.
Where's Pat and Liz? I thought we
I mean, it's old,
here.
but
Yeah, they're probably out spooking around somewhere.
Maybe they broke down.
Not in his heat. I worked on it myself.
what's the volume
That
set
wouldn't
to?
make any difference if he goofed the speed shift or something.
Yeah, that squirrel is just the one that could do it.
8 times.
Oh, wonderful. What kept you so long, Lisa? Oh, Mr. Wheeler smoked 2 cigars at the table after dinner, and I could not get at the dishes until he was through.
What time did Pat leave?
Pat did not come home for
Is it just me or is the audio really quiet?
It is really quiet. I'm also getting like double of everything.
Well, you'd definitely get double of the speech because you would be hearing that in the stream as well.
Yeah, the hell.
Oh, okay. I thought I'd messed up again.
No.
Hey!
Oh, hi, Mr. Harris.
Hi, how you doing? Yeah, hello, Fisherman.
You want to sell that deuce?
Why you fellers always after me to buy my car?
That 32 is the ideal stock to convert to a bomb.
Why does he
Buying a
have
car,
feathers
son,
on
is
his
just like
hat?
getting married or going to New York City. Everybody ought to do it once, but Nobody ought to do it twice.
Hey, I can get you a good price on that.
Paid $695 for that car 26 years ago. 10 years ago, wasn't worth a dime. Last month, I turned down $100 for it. When it gets back up to $695 again, I'll sell it.
You'll never sell.
Hey, Spook, give me a snort of that there sody pop.
Hey, gang, you know this will be Lisa's first trip to a drive-in?
Oh, we have drive-ins in France too.
Yeah?
Yes, I went twice with my brother on his motor scooter.
On a motor scooter. Now that's my idea of absolutely nothing to do.
Yeah.
Okay, come on, let's go.
Don't be too late.
We're gonna pull it on out. Hey, Chase. If the road's clear, I'll drag you to Bartonell's corner.
Oh, I can't. I'm driving barefoot.
You still running on that old rubber?
Yeah. Hey, Spook, when Pat and Liz get here, will you tell them that we went to the drive-in and for them to catch up? Thank you.
We sure will.
And I'll give you $150.
You're talking like my foot's asleep.
Who does he think he's playing with, kids?
What is that guy's character? He's like acting like a drunk, but he's drinking a sody pop.
And he has feathers on his hat.
Yeah. Oh, but I think they're fishing lures and stuff like that.
Hmm.
They're probably like
Yeah.
I know that you can use feathers for fishing.
Okay.
Sheriff, what's the trouble, Mr. Wheeler?
Pat didn't come home last night.
He didn't?
No, evidently was out with Liz Humphreys. She didn't come home either.
Oh?
I want you to find out why. And don't leave a stone unturned in doing so. Do I make myself clear?
I understand, Mr. Wheeler. There weren't any wrecks reported last night. Your son, Pat, he's about 19, isn't he?
That's right.
Just a year older than I was when I got married.
You think they eloped? He wouldn't dare.
I didn't say that. But if they were out together all night, you better hope they have.
This is a missing persons report, and I want to know what you're going to do about it.
Well, I'll send in an APB on both of them and the car. I don't think it'll do much good if they went out to get married. They'd already be across the state line.
Why, if he got married, I'll wring his neck. If you ask me, it's that Chase Winston. He's older than the others, sets them all wrong. Why, he's got more influence on Pat than I have.
Chase Winstead does more about keeping them in line than getting them in trouble, and I know. He's supported his mother and sister ever since his dad died on one of your drill rigs. Your son could take a page out of his book, Mr. Wheeler.
When I get through with my son, he won't have a book left.
Oh,
You
snap.
can locate him or I'll have your job.
If you want to be the only peace officer in 10,000 square miles and 1,000 miles of road, you're welcome to it. I'll do everything I can to locate both of them, Mr. Wheeler.
Who's this bald dickhead?
At least the cop seems, useful.
Yeah.
Hi, Sheriff. Hi,
Got a new set of wheels.
Yeah, new to me. That clunker I had, I'd be chasing you boys on a bicycle in a couple of days.
Oh, come on, Sheriff. Outside of Pat Wheeler, we haven't had a ticket in our gang in 8 months.
Oh, I was just kidding.
What's the mileage on it?
Oh, about 35,000. County bought it from the state. Those lucky stiffs on highway get a new car every year.
Let me have it for a couple of days and I'll tune it up for you.
Oh, you choke it off so I could never catch you.
You couldn't catch that deuce of mine right now. Now, let me have that patrol car. I'll turn it into a slingshot that'll catch anybody.
We'll make a deal. Hey. Just between us, Liz Humphreys and Pat Wheeler didn't get home last night.
Oh. They were supposed to meet us at the drive-in, but they didn't show up. We wondered what happened.
Were they in any kind of trouble?
What do you mean?
You know.
I love the pause before he said trouble.
No, I
Yeah.
don't think so.
Chase, level with me.
I'm almost positive they weren't in any trouble. I'd know.
Do you think they might have run off to get married?
Well, they've been going steady for over a year now. And I know they talked about it, but... No, not like for right now.
Did Pat have any money stashed?
Yeah, some.
Like how much?
Well, he was talking about getting a new blower and a mill. That's about $500.
Where did he get that kind of money?
He saved it. His old man gives him a good allowance when he's not mad at him.
What bank does he use?
None. He's afraid his dad would find out.
He could have been saving it to get married, couldn't he?
It's his money. I guess he could do whatever he wants with it. But you know, if he eloped, his old man would put
Yeah,
him down
I can
flat.
see it.
I know. But Pat's smart enough to provide for himself till the old man...
Yeah, I was thinking that too. I was like, you know what? He's all right.
What about the
That's the only
sheriff?
gang I
What
couldn't
about the
slow down.
sheriff?
Did you
Hang on
check
a
the
second.
hospitals?
Look at that mustache.
Yeah. Where could I find the rest of the gang?
Well, I don't know about Bob and Gordy, but Chuck and Rick went over to Easton. They wanted to check with the Wheel Cats about next Saturday night's platter party.
Next Saturday night?
Yeah.
You warn the gang I'll be cruising that pass that night. No dragging.
Okay, I'll tell them.
If you get any postcards from those two, let me know.
Hi, Sheriff.
Hi, Kelly.
Just drive by on a tractor.
Howdy, Eb.
Hello, Sheriff.
I don't have any word for you, Miss Humphries.
She's a good girl, Sheriff. I ain't worried.
How come you drove around the truck all night then?
You don't think she might have eloped, do you?
Could be. She's pretty close-mouthed about her affairs.
More the likes of Wheeler. Ain't marrying our kind of folks.
You don't have a phone, so I just dropped around to let you know I'm doing everything I can.
We know that, Sheriff, and we sure do appreciate it.
Sorry Elizabeth put you to so much trouble.
It's never any trouble looking after kids.
Let me know if I can help, Sheriff.
Thanks, Eb.
Thank you, Sheriff.
Goodbye.
We ever got to quit worrying this way. We've got to trust in the Lord. We've got to pray.
Things were so much more wholesome back then.
Horace,
Morning, Sheriff.
let me smell your breath. Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
No,
Making sure he wasn't drinking.
Hi, Chase.
Hi.
Did you get that diesel tractor fixed?
Yeah, she's all set.
Good. My boy, that's one trip I'm glad I don't have to make very often.
The stuff heavy? I'll help you unload.
No, not heavy. It's hot. Wheeler's sinking another oil well and he's afraid of fire when he comes in. There's 4 quarts of nitroglycerin out there in that cap. He wants us to keep it out back in the storehouse.
You know, last winter when number 21 came in, I made $100 with that stuff. Dad showed me how to use it. It's not so bad, as long as it doesn't get nervous.
But I'm sorry I was so late getting back. But with that cargo, I was afraid to do over 5 miles an hour.
It's not so dangerous as long as it's in a nitro case.
But I took these out of the case.
Holy smoke. You're lucky to be standing here talking about it. I'll put it in the shed.
Much action this afternoon?
Sheriff got a new patrol car. We'll get a tune-up job out of that.
Is that nitro safe out there?
Well, if it decides to blow, it's not safe anywhere. I'll get it.
That's not our ring.
No, it's the sheriff's. If there's been a wreck, I get a tow job out of it. I also have a deal with the ambulance if someone's hurt.
You work all the angles, don't you, Chase?
Mr. Compton, I have to.
So Chase is like clearly the main character of the movie then.
About 12 miles
Mm.
out beyond the red schoolhouse, a car has run into the ditch. Oh, yeah, it's a pretty bad wreck. What kind of a car? Oh, it's a sedan, a Pontiac, I believe. out there pretty quick.
Did you stop and investigate?
There's been a wreck 12 miles out of town. Where's the wreck?
How's the green screen going on your end? Is it like not as bad as last time?
Look, you take your car and keep the city records off.
I mean, I
I'll
think
get
it
our
looks the
record, follow
same.
you.
Ah, shit. I've got my light. I've got my light on brighter.
It looks fine. It looks fine.
I wondered who was on that party line a while ago.
Well, it cost me to get on that line with you. I figured since it was on your call station anyway, you wouldn't care.
Yeah. This is a pretty good one.
Yeah.
This engine's still warm.
Say, did you see the skid marks out here? They go at a direct right angle to the direction of travel.
Oh, it's better than last time on my end because
No
I've
digs in the
got the ring
macadam,
light brighter.
Okay.
Somebody was hurt in here. There's blood all over the upholstery. Let's take a look around.
I've already looked around. There's nobody here.
Real good?
Yeah, real good. Well, maybe somebody came by and picked them up. It could have been the people that called in.
No. They'd have said something.
Then why didn't they wait?
People will go to the trouble to report an accident, but they won't stay around. Don't want to fill out the reports.
So, what do you do now?
Well, I'll take the license number and engine number, call headquarters. Maybe they've got a line on them. Chase?
Shouldn't he know that's his friend's car?
Fine. Just fine.
You'd
Both
think
of them
so,
break?
but if it's like really wrecked, maybe not.
How many times have I warned you about getting that headlamp fixed?
Twice. But the first time it was just a suggestion.
Seal beam only costs $4.
Well, I've had some unexpected expenses.
Oh? Missy?
You know, the doctor said she'd be able to start walking again pretty soon and took all the money I had to make a part down payment on her braces.
You know, I think this is a complete washout. You probably got a screwdriver. I don't think the insurance company has missed one of those headlamps.
Now that's a cool sheriff, man. That's an awesome sheriff.
Oh.
Was that actually Casey? I don't know if it was Casey.
What's Casey?
Casey's the guy that was working in the auto shop.
The young guy?
Yeah.
I thought that was... Oh, I can't remember people's names.
Well, that was the exact same. That was the exact same shot they used last time. Of the foot coming down.
Did you see that dramatic dive backwards? That
Yeah.
was fantastic.
Well, I got the whole story. Car was stolen out of state and the plates were stolen in state. So whoever stole it beat it, hurt or not, as long as they could navigate.
Well, is there anything else I can do here, Sheriff? If not, I'll get this on back to the garage.
No, go ahead.
G'day,
Give me a
Moonberry.
hand. I want to take some pictures of those skid marks. You stand by them for a scale.
Chase.
Sure, glad to, Sheriff.
Good.
What was the name you said before? It wasn't Chase.
Are you sure? You too.
Yeah.
I'm just enjoying my watermelon. I'm pretty sure that's the auto worker because he's got the souped up car.
Yeah, but his name is Chase. You said something else before.
Yeah, Chase. It's hard to tell because the audio's so quiet.
Trouble, Chase?
No
don't know.
That is fucking Chase.
Just sitting here.
Probably fell off of a car.
Yeah, but you didn't
Scratches
say
on it.
Chase
Well,
before.
maybe it landed in a bush.
I did.
Don't know.
Chat. Right line. I said Chase,
No,
didn't
as
I?
thin as that imitation leather is, even a bush should take some of it off.
Was it just like that when you found it?
Yeah, straight up.
Probably belonged to some hitchhiker. Or it might have belonged to the fellow that stole that car and wrecked it. Say, look at this. Half a pack of cigarettes, one unlit. That suitcase don't belong to any car thief. He was around
I'm
here
sorry.
too long.
I'm just gonna laugh every single time that lizard comes up.
Put it in the car for you.
Somebody will be around to claim it. See you later, son.
He a
Right,
monster.
Sheriff.
Whatever.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is the type of lizard though.
It is. It's like they use one of those like small lizards and do like the up close to make it look huge.
Yeah. That car sounds wicked.
Mm.
I want one of those bad boys. Where's Sean? I'm gonna tell Sean.
Yeah, where's Sean?
I think this is that French bird.
Hey, what's with the code bed? I got your phone call.
When I was serving dinner to Mr. Wheeler, he became very angry. He said if I saw you again, he would have me sent back to France.
He can't do that.
Oh, yes, he can. He's my sponsor. He put up the bond.
That was to guarantee that you wouldn't become a ward of the state. Now, we don't have to worry about that. You know how to speak English well enough to get a job anywhere.
He said it's immoral for me to go out with you. What's immoral about?
Nothing.
I don't want to go away, Chase.
You won't have to, honey.
I think it's your fault that Pat ran away.
Well, he can think whatever he wants to think. Shouldn't take it out on you. But we hadn't better take any chances. You go back inside. And look, don't worry. Everything's gonna be okay.
Cute.
So sweet. So bloody sweet. It's clearly a different setting. It's clearly like a different...
You all right?
All right. Dad, I'm superb. 7 to a box, no corners. I'm a roundhouse.
Sorry I asked, Mr.
Smith. Horatio Alger Smith.
Sorry I asked that too.
Dude's
How'd
fucking
you get in the ditch?
wasted.
Fall asleep?
Oh, no. There was this big pink and black thing drove right in front of me. It had stripes this wide.
Sure. Look, you come up and sit in my truck, and I'll get your car out.
Okay, that sounds like a good deal. Who knows, maybe
Now.
we can...
He's a legend.
Oh.
Hey, man, you can't drive this car. Bender's cutting the wheel.
Sure I can. The motor works, see? But thanks for everything, Dad. You're a cotton-picking prince.
Okay, just a second. I'll get out of the way.
Hey Mary, has anyone ever told you you're a cotton picking princess?
What is it? Move over, Dad. I want
no.
to pass.
I have now. This movie definitely has charm though.
What is it now?
That's
I think you better
great.
give me a tow, Dad. The steering wheel won't work.
Okay. You take a nap.
The fact that he keeps just calling him Dad.
Yeah.
Oh,
My baby, she rocks and rolls and rocks whenever she walks. My baby, she rocks and rolls and rocks whenever she talks. My baby's a rock and rollin' tippy-toe and never know and always blowin' baby. My baby, she swings and sings and swings
It doesn't
whenever I
even look
bring
like
her
he's
things.
really
She
singing.
swings
Like,
and sings
not him,
and
not
swings for
Mr.
little
Smith.
diamond rings. Swing and sing and bells are ringing, happy playing and pleasure bringing, baby. My baby, she rocks and rolls and rocks whenever she walks. My baby, she swings and sings and swings whenever I bring her things. A rock and roll and tippy-toe, I never know and always glow and swing and sing and bells are ringing, happy playing, pleasure bringing, baby.
Good afternoon, Mr. Smith.
Like man, guys have had their heads chopped off for less than that.
For what?
For feeling so doggone good when I feel so bad. How'd I get here anyway?
I told you in this morning, remember?
As a matter of fact, I remember very, very little.
You said somebody ran you into the ditch, but I didn't see any other cars.
How'd you ever get me in that bed anyway?
I carried you in there and I sat on you till you fell asleep.
That must have been quite a chore.
You wouldn't have gotten very far in your condition.
Well, look, I really appreciate it,
Chase Winstead.
Chase. And by golly, how much I owe you?
Well, I bent the fender out from the wheel. Want me to fill it in and touch it up for you?
No, I don't think so. I'll get that done when I get back to the city.
Here, have some coffee.
Oh, great.
How about $2?
Man, this coffee's worth $2 all by itself. How about the tow?
No, I was coming this way anyway. I missed out on a little studying time. Make it $3.
Dad, you go to school?
Sort of. I take a correspondence course in engineering.
Well, look, I really feel indebted to you, and I'd like to do something to pay you back. Now, next time you're in the town, there's my card. Look me up, will you?
All right, will do.
Okay. Oh, and by the way, buy yourself a sponge rubber hammer, man.
All right, I will.
I'll see you, Chase.
Thank you.
Damn, so wholesome.
Steamroller
so
Smith.
lovely.
The disc jockey. Mr. Smith! 220s. How about that?
$40 in like 59 was a fucking mint. Like people made that in an entire week back then.
Sheriff? Howdy, son. Have you heard anything from Pat and Liz?
No, nothing.
Chase, I'm in a jam, and I need your help. Wheeler swings a big enough stick in this country to make it rough, and he's doing it. Oh, I can understand his concern about Pat, but I just don't have a big enough force to comb this area inch by inch.
Is he demanding that?
There was a man killed in a wreck in a small canyon in a big city last year, and it took them 19 days to find him. I don't know what they expect of me.
Yeah, I remember that. Well, look, Sheriff, maybe I can get tomorrow off and I'll get the gang and we can go out and search that pass. At least you can put that in your report.
I was hoping you'd say that. I can start at the upper end and work towards you. Can I have your help in another matter?
Sure, what?
You remember how those skid marks just went at right angles to the direction the car was traveling?
That's right, they did.
Headquarters think I'm nuts.
Well, then they're nuts. Didn't you send them that picture?
Well, I'm not the world's greatest photographer. Pictures didn't come out. Can't see the skid marks on the blacktop.
Well, that's what happened. I even wiped up the rubber dust with my fingers.
You might have to sign a statement to that effect for me.
You got it.
Look, you can even see the bald spots on the tires where they went sideways.
Yeah, that's the spot, all right. But there's another thing that puzzles me.
Yeah, what?
How those tires got off of that car and almost on yours.
Well, look, on this wreck, they'd rot. And on my rod, they could prevent a blowout. Maybe even an accident.
Well,
Why was the guy in the
take
suit
good care
calling
of
the
them in
mechanic
case the owner
Dad?
shows up.
I think that's
Right.
just like a
See you
nickname.
tomorrow. Right.
Oh, they've all got hot rods. Why is this so fucking cool?
Let's call it a day. We've covered half the roads in this county.
Kids should spend more time building hot rods
about
instead
that
of
little
fucking
beat? That runs along
using it
here for
on
about 8
TikTok.
miles. We'll start from here and you come
Agreed.
from the other end.
All right.
Or watching movies like this. That's just a normal sized lizard. That's just a regular Gila Monster. And then they're adding like big sound effects.
I love
So
it.
like to emphasize the size. It's so good.
I think Gila monsters actually aren't that big.
No, nowhere near now.
They're like a little lizard. Oh, I love it so much.
I wonder what the budget was, like
There's
100,000?
beat down around here.
It wouldn't have been much.
Look at that.
We'll find out in the end anyway.
Looks
Yeah.
like an animal of some sort drug something along here.
You mean a wild animal here?
Sure, it could be anything, even a mountain lion. Oh, come on.
A mountain lion's a job.
It's the sound effects that do it for me, man.
I love
To
it.
make it sound like
So
really
good.
huge. Yeah, the monster's a lizard.
God.
Thirsty?
Yes, but haven't you gone far enough, Chase?
Ooh, that's bitter. Must have an awful lot of mineral in it.
Come on, let's go.
Oh, wait a minute. Let's take a breather first.
Chase, I don't like this place. Let's go back.
Are you afraid? Now, you come on over here with me and sit in the shade and I'll let this go. Let's go. Found something. Come on, let's go.
It's Pat's car at the bottom of the wash. 2 or 3 miles back by the old reservoir.
Were they in it?
No, nothing.
Reservoir.
Drive me back to my car and I'll bring up the record.
Oh, they got the car. Sorted that out.
Oh, okay, so the other car wasn't their friend's car. Right.
No. I don't think so.
I wonder what that was.
Oh, probably just a little rock slide.
For some reason, this place gives me the creeps. It always has.
Lisa! Turn the motor on. The winch is already engaged. Now, if I yell, turn the key off.
Okay.
Okay? Go ahead.
part sort of reminds me of Jaws a little bit.
Keep going! Atta girl, keep it going! Keep it going, you're doing fine! Atta girl, keep it going! You're doing fine! You did fine, honey. A little beat up, but it'll do all right. Yeah. We'll meet you back at the garage, okay? Okay, let's go, Jenny.
So Chase is with the French bird.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think maybe it would have been more effective if they showed the lizard less.
Yeah, and like just left it as like the clawed hands and stuff.
Yeah, like the claws and
And
stuff
the
like
noises.
that. It's because when you see the scenes where the actors are in, and then it cuts to a lizard, which is like in a different scene that they've like barely tried to make look similar to where it actually is.
By the reservoir and Williams Wash, they weren't in it. No sign of blood or anything. You know, I think they were thrown clear.
Did you search the area?
Yeah, Gordy went down the ravine for about a mile and... Oh, he looked beyond the wreck for a couple 100 yards. Wouldn't you say, Gordy?
At least that far.
Did you see any footprints?
No, none.
This thing's been around just about the same as that sedan. Like it had been hit with a 10-ton rubber mallet.
It's a pretty rough trip down that cliff that could have done it.
Yeah. I'll have to go over that area with a rake.
You know, I've been thinking, if Liz and Pat had have eloped, they wouldn't have taken his car, because old man Wheeler'd have it traced right off.
Why, maybe he stored it, Chase, and then it was stolen.
Yeah, if it was stolen and somebody parked it there, well, the brakes could have faded and it rolled off the edge.
It'd be a strange coincidence if they came back to this part of the county. Possibility makes some sense, though. I'll get my gear and dust for fingerprints.
Did that guy in the background,
Gosh, I wish
like,
you boys would have called me
not
before you
Chase,
drug it out.
did he just look
I
at the
might have found
camera?
some clues
I
that
swear he
help us
just
out.
looked at the camera.
Sorry, Sheriff.
The hard part's telling Mr. Wheeler. I sure dread that.
It's not like we found them there.
He's sure gonna raise Ned, because I didn't find this wreck sooner. Where's Mr. Compton?
Oh, he went down to the field with a load of fuel oil. Back in 2 or 3 hours. I'm gonna close up.
I'll see you later.
This guy's gonna be like the most responsible, like 19-year-old I've ever seen in my life. Where is it? Where was the lizard when the truck fell?
Amazing.
Sorry I'm late.
Now, Chase, Wednesday. Just a minute, not so fast there.
What for? Did you ever play football?
With the Green Bay Packers.
Oh, please, put me down.
No, not till you tell me what's going on.
All right, if you close your eyes.
I don't know what's happening, but they're closed.
Betty's mom.
I believe so.
Keep them closed.
Closed. This is silly.
Now, open.
Look what Lisa got me. Stay there, Chase. Watch. Stay there, Chase. I can get up. Stay there.
Wow, he's like the world's most likable guy.
That was wonderful, baby. Just wonderful.
I've been practicing all afternoon, ever since Lisa brought the braces over. And I walked all the way, twice. I wanted to do it right for you.
Oh my goodness.
Would you like to hear a song?
There was a mushroom, sad little mushroom. There was a meadow, ready to cry. There was a sparrow, gray little sparrow. There was an eagle, silent and high. And the Lord said, laugh, children laugh. The Lord said, laugh, children laugh. The Lord said, laugh, children laugh.
He's got a lovely voice.
Yeah, he's like a budget Elvis. But in a good way.
I was gonna say like better than Elvis. Elvis's TV characters, like movie characters, were always insufferable.
I don't know, they're pretty similar to him.
No.
And there was a garden, beautiful garden.
He hasn't fought with anyone yet.
Held in
True.
the arms of a world without joy. And then there was laughter, wonderful laughter, for he created a girl and a boy.
That little girl's probably still alive.
The Lord said, oh, laugh,
The little girl.
Yeah. This is 59. She like looks like 8 or something like that.
children laugh, the Lord said laugh, children laugh, the Lord said laugh, children laugh, the Lord said laugh, children laugh, the Lord said laugh.
He's very Elvis-y for sure.
Yeah. His character is so fucking likable.
Laughing's important, isn't it, Chase?
Oh, it sure is. And you know, I never felt any more like laughing than I do right now. I didn't think you'd be able to do that good in a week.
Didn't you really?
Honest. But you know, you're gonna have to work real hard. And you mustn't be disappointed if it takes a long time. Okay?
That's enough for one day, Missy. It's your bedtime.
I bet you all the chicks that watch this movie were like, I want him to have my babies immediately.
Yeah. I want him to have my babies immediately.
Yeah, I think he's a bit long in the tooth now, but I get what you mean.
That was a wonderful thing for you to do, Lisa.
I wanted to.
Now you're broke, aren't you? I was gonna pick him up in the morning.
I know. When you showed me that money, I was afraid you'd get there first.
Well, I'm still gonna pay you for it.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Hello.
It didn't seem like acting,
Yeah,
like
Sheriff.
her happiness about
We
him.
should've
It
been
didn't
back an
seem
hour
like
ago.
acting.
No. Where? That's awful. No, it couldn't be Mr. Compton. All right, but at the garage? All right, I'm leaving now.
What is it, Chase?
It's a wreck, an oil truck. It could be Mr. Compton. Honey, I'm awfully sorry, but I've got to leave.
Here he comes now, Sheriff.
Come on.
Whoa.
Wait a minute, Sheriff. You got a sore foot.
Oh, no.
We can take my Model A. She's all shiny and bright.
No, we'll take
brand
my
new.
car.
Come on, Harris.
Did you see it?
No, I didn't see it, but I sure heard about it.
Can I open this thing up?
Yeah, go ahead.
Not sure he heard about it.
No seatbelts, just 3 guys living in the moment.
And they definitely don't drive slowly.
Oh, they're gunning it.
How do they even see what they're looking for going that fast?
You know, I reckon this is probably up there with some of the better movies we've watched as well.
Yeah, no, this is 100% up there.
It's just because Chase and is such a likable guy, and the sheriff is cool, and I don't know, I like the dynamic between him and his like French girlfriend.
But also, like, the acting's not dreadful.
No, not at all.
He may have been hurt and crawled away. Let's look around.
And
bloke in the
like,
middle is not great.
Storyline, no, but like the storyline works, and
Find anything, Sheriff?
Well, let's go over this again. How did you get into the act?
I told you once.
Well, tell me again.
Well, I was barreling along in my Model A. She don't look like much now, but she was a beauty when I first
The
started.
accident.
He'll go, though. Get up to 60.
The accident. Just the accident.
Well, I'll tell you.
I wish you would.
This feller seen the headlights coming up the grade towards him, and all of a sudden they come to going over and over, then blew him. Hey, she blew up. Well, he seen somebody is in a mite of trouble, so he come in the store talking about it. That's when I offered to call you.
Did you get the name of the witness?
No.
Did he see anything else?
No.
Do you want to wait in the car for us?
No.
Well, you're going to anyway.
Okay, Sheriff, okay. Let's just say always obey the law. Do this, do that.
Any luck, Chase?
No, nothing.
Pat and Liz might have eloped, but Compton ought to be around here.
Maybe he's in the hospital.
No. I checked there before I left my place. Would Compton have any reason to want to get lost?
No, none that I can think of.
You would have no reason to know about this, but there's been a lot of livestock missing lately. One here, one there. That doesn't make headlines.
oh, not the
Now it's
livestock.
people.
It's always the
there's a
livestock.
tie-up?
I don't know. What we need is a criminal investigator, and headquarters won't send one down here.
Well, maybe they will now.
Yeah, maybe. Did you notice those skid marks? Just like the others, straight across the road. If it had been hit by another vehicle, the paint would be knocked off. What batters a car around like it was a toy?
How's the barn coming along for the party?
A lizard.
Ought to be done in about an hour or so.
A big one.
Say, you and Chase sure got off light. He took off this morning. You just been sitting around here on your can all day long. That barn was a place to clean.
You get the hi-fi set up?
Yeah.
Well, you steamboats and dreamboats,
That's
that puts
Steamroller
sturdy
Smith.
on another session
Keep
of
'em
the old
low.
steamroller here at KILT. If any of you round rocks get lonesome for my voice, I'll be emceeing a platter party tonight out at Hargitay's Barn on Route 43. Drop in. I'll flatten you.
Hey, man, that's us. We got the steamroller coming out.
That's where Chase has been all day, getting steamrolled.
This'll be up the west.
How about that guy?
Bloody hell.
Say, little man, you sure had a busy day. Getting that paint job and Steamroller Smith.
Now, how'd you guys find out about Steamroller Smith?
Well, he just said so on his program. Said it right out over the network.
I wanted it to be a surprise. Well, come on, don't spread it around, huh? How are the preparations coming?
Oh, that'll be finished about 45 minutes. The gang won't start arriving from east until 9:30.
We're under the wire with time to spare.
No sweat.
He's gonna get got.
Oh no. Drinking all that
Oh, I hate the
that
ground
30
you
pop.
walk on, little darling, for all them things that you have did to me. Oh, you nagged me till you're hoarse, so I'm a suing for divorce. Little darling, I'll forget your memory. Hey, Crib, it's good.
We got a regular Hank Williams in here.
This movie is fucking delightful.
Yeah, this guy's awesome. Please start singing some more old country.
Jesse Bell, let's go.
Oh no, there's gonna be a train. Oh god.
Just got out of there in the nick of time. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Oh.
I was waiting for it. Oh no, he's breaking it. He's breaking the track.
Oh no. The track.
It's clearly trying to like capitalize on like the whole Godzilla thing, you know what I mean? From a couple of years before
I'm not
this.
mad about it.
No, neither am I. But like that was awesome. And this is I mean this is awesome too, but the monster scenes leave something to be desired for sure.
I mean, they're still really good though.
Oh wow.
My god. Not the model train.
Turn around, get out of there. Get the bloody hell out of there, man. Oh wow. Are they gonna go check the train and there's gonna be like no bodies on the train?
That's the same story the man down here told me. Something real strange must have happened.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. He'll be handy if you want him. Right. Sit down, Harris.
You be going down to the wreck, Sheriff?
No, that's not in my territory. Headquarters already have a report. The troopers
He's got
will
his
take care of
feet
that.
up on the sheriff's desk.
Harris, tell me again about the train wreck.
Well, I was driving along quite like in my Model A. Bought it in 32 for six.
Just a minute. I ask you what time it is, and you tell me how to build a clock. Just the facts about the wreck.
Well, I was driving along quite like it.
The wreck.
Then I turned around and come back down here and told you about it.
Give me your keys, Harris.
Keys? My keys? What for?
For spinning a yarn like that and driving while drunk.
What for? What for?
I demand a sobriety test.
That does it. Go lock yourself up.
I demand a sobriety test because I ain't been drinking. Well, at least that's not heavy. Whatever you think's right. Put your way as a self. Put your way. Well, you can't win them all, can you, Sheriff?
You can call your wife if you want to, Harris.
What? Are you crazy, Sheriff?
Oh, this movie is amazing. Oh man, this is another one of those movies that everyone should watch.
My baby, she
So
rocks
good.
and rolls and rocks whenever she talks. My baby's a rockin'. Hey, you gonna leave home?
I'm going to spend the night with the Blackwells. Mommy said it was all right. Will you take me over?
Well, I don't know, Missy. Gosh, that's 2 or 3 miles out of my way. And... Oh, sure, we will.
Chase, what in the world have you done to that car of yours?
It's a new fuel mixture. You like it?
I just barely touched the gas pedal and the back wheel started to spin. Why, I was 2 blocks down the road before I even knew I'd left home.
Come on, Mom. I'm just trying to make a hot
It is
water
his
out of
mum.
it. I'll get it.
Sounded like he said fuck it.
Hello. Yeah, hello, Sheriff. A what? Book on reptiles? Yeah, I guess I still have it around here somewhere. Yeah?
Of course. Of course, he's
I
gonna
have to
book
take
on
Missy over
reptiles.
by the Blackwells. I'll stop by on my way to pick up Lisa. Okay?
Wait, why is he asking him for a book on
Now I'm
reptiles?
going to tell you something you don't know. I've been talking to a zoologist. And the Gila Monster
Oh, here we
size
go.
is controlled, like everything else, by a sort of a thyroid or pituitary gland. Sometimes a change in diet can throw the balance all out of whack. Either the cells break down too fast or build up too slow. And this upset makes either runts or giants of them.
Good, but what's that mean to me?
I'm coming to that. The zoologist also told me about a doctor who's just found the bones of some huge animals down in Tanganyika. And the theory was that they lived in kind of river delta country, and certain salts had washed into the valley, been absorbed by the plants, and then transferred to the animals, causing them to be giants.
Well,
Yeah, I know. I probably sound a little bit like Harris, but let me tell the whole thing in my own words. There was another report out of Russia or the Ukraine. It was in the paper a couple of months ago.
Oof,
Maybe you saw
tough
it.
crowd.
About a baby that weighed 130 pounds when it was 10 months old and was taller than its mother.
How did he get to this point? Because we've just done like a massive jump.
Yeah.
Did you see any footprints around any of those wrecks?
No.
There was no like natural
monster
segue to
footprints?
it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it was just like,
It's a bit abrupt, that's all.
Come on. Are you serious?
Well,
yeah.
I don't know. But Harris saw it, and some of the survivors of the train wreck saw it. A giant lizard.
Train wreck, where?
That's
bridge
the
over Wilson's
connection right there.
When?
Okay, they should have started with that.
Yeah, they should have said that.
The troopers were inclined to pass
Because then
off
it feels
shock,
less abrupt.
Optical illusion. And you can't always believe what Harris said.
This was almost a perfect movie.
Pink and black
I'm not gonna hold that against
No, I
it.
towed a guy in the other day, and he said he'd been forced off the road by something like that. I didn't believe him because he'd been drinking. And another thing, when we were looking for Pat's car, we saw where something had been drugged down the wash. You know, if they could have gotten that big, they could have knocked Mr. Compton's truck off that road. Could have gotten him.
I shouldn't have told you about this until after the party, but I just thought you'd want to know.
Hadn't we better warn everybody?
No. It operates in and around the wash. Troopers
Oh
will
my
get
god,
this
it's gonna turn up at the party.
Just keep
I
it to
hope so.
yourself. It might cause
Oh
damage.
my goodness.
That would be amazing.
Sheriff, whatever you say.
Try and forget it for now and have some fun, will you, boy?
Boom, 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 boom,
All right, hold it. Hold it, all you jumping beans. Now, I got a surprise for you. We got the king of the DJs. Now, you've all heard him on his platter show on KILT. That's right.
Doing a favor for him.
Okay, your old dad here has some small words and some great records. I want you to have a ball tonight. Let's begin with one of the top kilt survey songs. What do you say now? Let's everybody dance. Here we go. Let's go, everybody.
Boom, 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 boom. I hope this music isn't licensed. I don't think it would be, but if it is, it might flag the video. So I'm glad I was talking over it. Whenever I hear music in a movie like this, I just go, please don't flag my video. I just want to watch it in peace.
Now, do
It's
you
in the
mind
public
telling me
domain.
what this is all about?
Have you been down to the train wreck?
No.
Well, I have. I talked to a trooper about my son's car. He said it shouldn't have been moved until a thorough investigation had been made and it had been photographed. This wasn't done, was it, Sheriff? I thought not. It was removed and clues lost without authority.
You didn't put that in your report, did you, Sheriff? Of course you didn't. And I'll tell you why.
I hope this guy gets
You were
eaten.
protecting that Chase Winston. Covering him regardless of the effect it might have on others.
Is he like
was
the
only
only
trying to help.
person in this film
He's
that
your
doesn't
son's
like
friend.
Chase?
Probably the best one he ever had.
Yeah.
Of course it wasn't in the report. What good would it do? Any kid can make a mistake, Mr. Wheeler, even yours.
But, Sheriff, it's my son that's missing. Let me ask you something else. Have you heard the reports about a giant lizard? Do you believe them?
I don't know, Mr. Wheeler. Doesn't seem possible.
Well, why not? There have been giants before.
That's true. But how could anything that big go unnoticed in this area?
Have you ever walked the length of Williams Wash?
No.
You know anybody that has?
No.
That area is so choked with underbrush, it isn't even good hunting ground. And I say it is possible for a giant lizard to have lived there for years without being seen. Now, if that is the case, my son's dead. So's Compton. I can't blame you for what's happened to Pat, but Compton's death is on your hands.
How did you come to that conclusion?
I'll tell you how. His truck was found only 2 miles beyond Pat's car. And if you'd investigated that area thoroughly, as you're paid to do, Compton might not have died. Well, now come out here. I want to show you something else.
Wait, Compton didn't die.
Now, something may have hit this car,
I'm
but
so
it didn't
He was in the
take
truck.
tires
He was
off.
in the big
And
truck.
Where did those new white
So I think he
sidewalls
might
on
have died.
Chase Winston's hot rod come from?
Well, drunk guy.
There was a towing charge against
No, the big truck, not the drunk guy that's in the cell. That's
Oh.
not Compton.
Perhaps. That's thievery. Destroying
Never
evidence,
mind.
obstructing justice. Now, your last official act of office will be to arrest that boy and bring him in. And I'll go along to make sure that it's done.
There's so many people in that room that the static camera shot just then was shaky.
Oh, there's the fish guy.
Dropped in over KILT the other day and played me a great new song. I thought it was just fine. I want to play it for you. We got a little pickup group together and cut a demo disc on it.
Oh,
I
they're
wanna
gonna play
it for you.
him
Now, see
singing.
what you think about it. By the way, the first person who identifies the singer on the record gets 2 free rides on my elephant in Bangkok, Siam. But you got to pay your own way over there and back. Okay, here it is.
God, I
Now,
hope
see
that's
what
not a
you
euphemism.
Dude, that sounds so much like Elvis.
Hey, Ray.
Oh, volume on.
Well, I can give you golden pie.
There he is. They're looking at him. They're looking at the golden boy. Hey, they're loving it. They're loving it.
Get out your tar and feathers yet. I'm going to play the rest of it. How do you like it? Okay, who's the singer?
Elvis, one of the Everly. Bill Darnell. Kate Smith.
Very funny, but you lose. Look, the same guy you hear singing on the record also wrote the song. Now, who is it? Does anybody know?
Well, no, who is it?
Okay. It's going to come out on records in a couple of months, and you can find his name on the label.
I know it is.
Who is it, Lisa? Come on, tell us.
Chase did it.
You're right. You did it, Chase. Why didn't you say something?
You didn't tell us.
Well, I didn't know there was anything I'd want to admit to.
Come on up here, boy.
Come on. Chase, you're a freak.
Quiet, everybody. Also, over at the station the other day, Chase played me another little song. It's kind of different from this one. But I imagine with a little coaxing, you know, by hitting your hands together like this, he might give you a little preview of it. What do you say?
And the Lord said, laugh, children, laugh. The Lord said, laugh. Children laugh, the Lord said laugh.
A little banjo
Children
again.
laugh, the Lord said laugh. Children laugh.
Yes!
Hell yes. I've been waiting for this my entire life.
And the Lord said laugh. Children laugh, the Lord said laugh. Children laugh, the Lord said laugh.
Children
laugh, the Lord said laugh.
It's not a bad song, admittedly.
And the Lord said, oh, laugh. Children laugh, the Lord said
Just
laugh.
a minute.
Children laugh, the Lord said laugh. Children laugh, the Lord said laugh. Laugh, laugh. And then the Lord, he said, I created for you a world of joy from out of the blue.
Oh, hell yeah. This is what we all wanted.
Look at it. It's happening.
What'll it take to stop that thing?
I don't know, but I'm going down to the train wreck and get some troopers. If we pump enough lead into that thing, we may hit a vulnerable spot. Wheeler, you're gonna have to give me a hand.
But how?
Keep these kids here. I don't want anybody roaming around.
Where are we going?
Storage shed. I've got an idea that might work.
The music has
You've been
changed
after
the
this,
tone
now
of this
you've got it.
considerably
You're
now.
deputized. Listen, kids, Wheeler's my deputy. You'll take your orders from him. Arrest anybody that tries to get away.
The sheriff says this is a place to stay. Well, we're not staying
He's
here.
like, with
That's
what?
right. I'll have to arrest anyone that leaves.
No, we're leaving.
We need to do that in Australia, like abandon the state police, which are all fucking corrupt, and then replace them with like local sheriff departments like it is in the United States. Because it'll just end a lot of that corruption.
And wait inside the office till I get back.
Because the policing in Australia used to be like a lot closer to this. Can't believe we've gotten political on a fucking Giant Gila Monster stream.
I told you to wait inside. Why don't you do what I tell you? I haven't got much time.
Because the local police used to be friendly with everyone. Like, you know, all of our parents like knew the local police and they were all like friends with them and stuff like that. It's not like that anymore.
All right. Now take these, hold them, and don't let them bump. And for heaven's sakes, don't drop.
Oh, the nitroglycerin.
Oh. That makes sense.
Yeah, put them between your legs.
Yep.
Hold those.
That's the safest place for it.
Yep. 100%.
Dude, I want to build one of these hot rods so bad.
Boy, he went through here all right. Now, they generally travel in a straight line. Good
Do
Lord,
they?
he's hit the Blackwell home. That's where Missy is. Mrs. Blackwell!
Oh no.
Missy! Mrs. Blackwell!
The music does not fit with what's happening right now.
No. This is probably the first time the music hasn't worked.
Yeah.
Keep that stuff still. Do you want to blow us up? There they are!
There is Missy.
Missy! It's all right, Missy. It's all right. Lisa, get Missy and hold her down. Both of you lie flat.
Now go now, beautiful French woman, go lie in the dirt.
With my unwell sister. Oh. Let's see what's happening.
Oh wow. Hell yeah.
Fantastic.
It's crazy how like abruptly the old horror movies and sci-fi movies just end.
I love it though.
Are you all right?
I was scared, Chase.
That's okay, honey.
I tore my new dress.
Oh, we can get you a new dress.
100 dresses.
Everybody all right?
100
Yeah.
dresses.
On the way back, we picked up his trail.
What the
Followed
hell
him
was
across
that?
country.
That was the best thing ever.
He was meant to stay and look
What did
after
you
the
hit him
kids.
with?
My brand new 100% completed hot rod.
You'd have had to start in the next county to get up enough momentum to do that to him.
Not with 4 quarts of nitroglycerin riding with you.
You rode across that rough field carrying nitro?
Yes, sir.
Do you know what could have happened to you?
It did. I lost my car.
Oh, don't worry about that. Railroad will be glad to buy you a new one.
Run, Chase, did you see it?
I sure did, Missy. You were really traveling.
How do you arrest a bunch of kids going in all different directions?
Do you realize what would have happened if that thing had turned back?
Same thing that happened to Pat. Sheriff, your job is a much bigger one than I thought. Since Compton's gone, I guess Chase is out of a job.
That's right.
Would you make it a point to have the boy come around and see me in the morning?
I'll bring him around in the morning.
Well,
Wow. So what do we all think of the movie? Ooh, what's starting now? The Devil Bat.
apart from that, like, real abrupt, non-connected jump between the whole connectable bit in the middle.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
really good.
Yeah, even then it was like, it was still pretty awesome. All right, let's. I'm gonna load up the trivia. Yeah, Don Sullivan's the actor's name. The biggest terror ever unleashed on the screen. All right,
So
we've got
fabulous.
trivia. We'll do goofs. And we'll do crazy credits. And let's do alternate versions as well. Okay, trivia. Voice heard on the other end of the phone when Chase eavesdropped on a phone call to the police department is that of Ken Curtis, who served as a producer on this film. He is more famous for having played scruffy deputy Festus Hagen on Gunsmoke. Oh, that's cool. I used to love Gunsmoke when I was a kid. Ken Knox, who plays disc jockey Horatio Alger Steamroller Smith, was a real disc jockey working at radio stations in Texas, owned by Gordon McClendon, the uncredited executive producer of this film. I'm pretty sure he executive produced like maybe the last movie we watched, or the one before that. The Gila Monster is actually a Mexican bearded lizard. This is one of 2 features produced by an independent company in Texas and meant for release as a double feature. The other feature was The Killer Shrews. Remember when we watched that with the dogs with the carpet on them?
This was so much better than that, though.
Yeah, but they were like, doesn't necessarily mean they had the same team working on them or the same care put into the films, you know. Like you did double features because they were both like lower budget and you stuck them together, so you got better better value for the admission fee. There was going to be a scene in the movie in which Old Man Harris is killed by the giant Gila monster. This was going to happen when he runs up the stairs in the barn and the Gila monster would get him. The scene of him running up the stairs is in the movie, but the decision was made not to show him getting killed and was cut from the film. He isn't shown in the movie after the barn attack. Gordon McClendon, who owned a number of radio stations and theaters in Texas, was the uncredited executive producer and financier of the film and also the narrator at the beginning. Some members of the McClendon family were given roles in this film. They were probably like extras and stuff. The car chase drives was owned by a local farmer and a drag racer named John Mulkey, who won the B Street Roadster class with it at the 1958 NHRA Nationals. Ran a small block Chevy Massage to 302 cubic inches and ran 105.5 miles in the quarter mile. The car has gone through several owners and major changes over the years, but exists today. That's so cool.
Wow.
That's so cool. That's just information about the cars. Model B, hot rod. If anybody's watching this, you can just, scroll up and zoom in to get info about the cars. The hitchhiker's suitcase is the same suitcase Missy uses later in the film for a sleepover. I did notice that. I thought she was playing with it as just as a toy or something like that. You know what I mean?
I was like, where have I seen that? And then I just kind of didn't think about it anymore.
The radio station mentioned at the sock hop, KALT, was a big regional top 40 station in Houston, Texas that producer Gordon McClendon bought in 1957. Gay McClendon and Jan McClendon are related to Gordon. The sheriff's account of the man last year wrecking his car under a small canyon and not being found for 19 days is from the actual 1958 death of promising actor Tom Pittman wrecking his Porsche Spider, same model as James Dean, into Benedict Canyon. Oh, wow. Originally released as a double feature with The Killer Shrews. Heavy metal and punk rock icon Glenn Danzig used the same font from the poster for this film for his solo band's logo. Really? That's insane. Hang on, let's have a look at the...
I can't see it because I had to turn my screen off because my iPad's only got 9% left.
Oh, yeah. It's the same font as the Danzig font. You may not be able to see it there. There we go. I didn't know that. Wow, that is incredibly cool. But like I'd known the Misfits would have had something to do with this. Is right up their wheelhouse. When the sheriff criticizes Mr. Wheeler for not keeping the teens under control, a cow wanders into the background. The opening narration. the opening narration. That's kind of a weird little bit of trivia there. The opening narration is by Gordon McLendon, the executive producer. Not only did producer Ken Curtis also produce the Killer Shrews, he also starred as the villain who battled the hero played by James Best, who played Roscoe P. Coltrane in The Dukes of Hazzard. Gordon McLendon also voiced the radio spots for this film. The announcer on the radio station the guys are listening to in the garage gives the station ID as KILT. This is a station in Houston, Texas that was owned by the movie's executive producer. A lot of this trivia is sort of like referencing other bits of the trivia. Like quite a few of them say the same thing almost. Continuity errors. Chase is seen taking white wall tires off a wrecked car and putting them on his own. In the next scene, he has black wall tires on his car. The white wall tires change back and forth several times from scene to scene after that. Additional info. During the making of the film, several times Chase's car broke an axle. It was common for this car because of its high speed. Also due to rough country roads. This may be why the frequent tire changes noticed in the movie. It's a bit of weird grammar there, but oh well. The locomotive pulling the train that crashes off the bridge knocked down by the tidal creature changes from a switch engine to a streamlined unit. Then back to the switch engine, but pulling in reverse, and then back to a head-on view of the streamliner just before the crash. They always do weird stuff like that. At 1856, the lighting changes from dark to dusk when Chase is driving away from the first wreck. As he gets to the suitcase on the side of the road, it changes back to darkness. The attack on the hitchhiker takes place on a road through dense woods, but the obviously blown-up shots of the Gila Monster against a clear blue sky background on a rock, not a tree in sight. See, I mentioned that. That. The disc jockey in the barn jokingly refers to Bangkok, Siam. Siam changed its name to Thailand in 1948, 11 years prior to the film. Unless he was referencing the fact that, like, Siam was like, you know, he didn't have an elephant in Siam. That's part of the joke, you know what I mean? Because Siam,
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, it's not Siam anymore.
Well, I can't remember what I said at the time, but it was like, hang on a second. You know what I mean?
The strings pulling at the back of the oil truck is visible in the shot when it crashes. As the freight train crashes, you can plainly see the string pulling the engine off the tracks. Once it goes off, the rest of the train follows. The scene in the barn during the party as the Giant Gila Monster breaks through the window is a bit disjointed. Everyone looks straight ahead toward the camera as the monster breaks in, but Old Man Harris is in the background, watches as the Gila Monster coming in through the window is looking confused. Everybody runs out to the left to escape, but Old Man Harris runs up the stairs. Everybody ends up outside through the big barn doors, but Old Man Harris is nowhere to be seen. This is due to a cut scene. Old Man Harris's death scene, which was cut from the movie or never filmed. So if it was never filmed, though, it's not actually part of the movie then, and that's not canon to the movie. He's not dead. Crew or equipment visible. Just before the train crash, there's the shot of Shug Fisher playing Old Man Harris in his car, reacting to the side of the Giant Gila Monster. Reflected in the windshield is director Ray Keller giving Fisher the cue to turn his head. That's pretty bad. At 21 minutes into the movie, right after Chase and the sheriff find the suitcase in the road, when Chase begins to drive off, you'll see the lamp that lights up the scene. It will be moving on the right. Boom mic visible. Just after Chase receives the phone call from the sheriff about the wrecked oil truck, in the next scene, the shadow of the boom mic can be seen in the lower left corner of the frame next to the police car, right before Chase pulls up in his dragster. Character error. Referring to causes for dwarfism and gigantism, the sheriff cites the pituitary gland instead of the proper pituitary. Oh well, I don't think that's a big deal.
Yeah, he pronounced it incorrectly, but yeah.
Yeah, crazy credits. Alternate versions. A colorized version was released in 2007. And then they recolored the Killer Shrews as well.
It's funny because, like, I'm so used to watching these in black and white now, I don't even register that they're not in color.
Yeah, I've got no real interest in watching these in color. Like the
No.
black and white just gives these movies the charm. The Giant Gila Monster, only hell could breed such an enormous beast. Only God could destroy it. But that's not true. God doesn't destroy the beast. It's Chase and the dynamite. Or Nitro.
Yeah, and also, didn't they become either big or small dependent on what they were eating because of some kind of poisoned plant?
The salt in the plants. Some sort of like heavily mineralized salt. And it's actually clever that they referenced it later on in the movie because he goes to drink from the creek and then says how bitter it is. Remember that? That's clever. Clever that they've done that. Unless it wasn't intentional, but it's like lucky it was sort of intentional, you know? Oh, 2 films on 1 DVD. The Giant Gila Monster and the Killer Shrews. I've said it, the Giant Gila Monster and the Giant Gila Monster. I've said it both ways the entire time. I want this movie so bad. I want to get this movie on DVD.
Such a good movie. Like, literally the only bone I have to pick is the lack of continuity in the middle.
Yeah.
And then that's it.
I only want the black and white version. Oh, that's a cute photo. I want to check if that actress, that little girl, is still alive. Missy Janice Stone. She was only in 1 movie. So I guess we'll never know. She was only in this movie. Don Sullivan was in The Monster of Pedras Blancas, The Rebel Set, 7 Guns to Mesa. Acted in 13 movies. Curse of the Undead, Teenage Zombies. Dude, we're going to have to watch these. While the malady is claiming the lives of young women in a western town, a sinister gunslinger for hire, Drake Roby is really a vampire, and it's up to Preacher Dan to save the town and girlfriend Dolores Carter. Dude.
That sounds fabulous.
That sounds incredible. Is Don
Let's
Sullivan...
watch that.
Anyways, I'm going to leave it there. I had a lot of fun. Thanks for hanging out, guys. As always, it's been an absolute pleasure. Oh, Teenage Zombies. That's the other movie he's in. Stars Don Sullivan. A crazed female scientist uses nerve gas to turn local teenagers into her unquestioning slaves.
Delicious.
Why is there a big ape on the cover? What does that have to do with zombies? Oh, that looks amazing. Ridiculous. Anyways, I'm going to end it there, guys. Thanks for hanging out. It's been an absolute pleasure. And I'll see you guys next time.